Let's figure out that red, okay? First of all, I think your blockers, they're either not setting the block up or they're reaching, and you have to make that adjustment.
Do you want me to go outside the block more or just go to the same spot?
Well, you got to see what's happening. If that's their tendency right now, we got to figure that out, okay? So you got to see what that tendency is. If they keep beating you there and that's the shot they're hitting, then we got to make a little bit of change on where you're setting up. But you also have to talk to your blockers and defenders. What are you guys doing? Okay, what are we lining up to do?
As one of the most successful coaches in college volleyball, Tim Horsmon defines excellence. This past season, he earned his 400th career victory, one of the many accolades throughout his distinguished career. Yet for all of the successes he has enjoyed, Horsmon realizes to be successful in volleyball, it requires a team effort.
A lot of great assistants who, I think probably don't get enough credit. We've had a lot of great players, and I think that that's really enabled me to have some really, really strong teams in that close to 20 years. And I've worked for a lot of great people with, a lot of those wins have come at the University of Dayton, and I think one of the best universities in the country.
More than half of Horsmon's wins have come at the University of Dayton. He started his coaching career at Robert Morris, then moved on to UD, where from 2003 to 2007, the program achieved unprecedented success. After a 6-year stint at Maryland, Horsmon came back to the Flyers in 2014 and returned the program to its winning ways.
The university itself is it's a really neat place to work. I think it's a place easily recruited to. There's a sense of community. I think whether it's the fans and the fan base and the Red Scare group to, again, I've worked for great bosses here, from Ted Kissel to Tim Wobbler to Neil Sullivan. I've worked with great people and had great resource people around me as well. So, it's a really unique place, I think, for volleyball because of the hotbed of talent and, within 3 to 4 hours of here. And the interest that there is in the University of Dayton. It's a really easy place to be successful.
Paramount to Horsmon's success is the way he coaches. His demeanor and approach to the game resonates with players to help them achieve their very best.
I definitely think it's really challenging. He is one of the most demanding coaches I think I've ever played for. But I'm grateful for that because you really need a person in your life, whether that be on the volleyball court, in school, in the community, really anywhere, that is going to push you to be the best person and player you can be. And I think he really fulfills that role. So he's definitely not afraid to put us on the line when we deserve it or call us out if we're not pulling our weight. But in doing that, I think that's the main reason why we've become the team that we have and we've been so successful over the years. But one thing I really, really enjoy about working with Coach Horsmon and just the rest of our coaching staff is just that they're very, they're more like on the court they're your coaches, but even off the court they genuinely care about their players. And they serve as a second family for us.
My father taught me at an early age, if you're going to do things, you do it the right way. And I think that's probably how I want our players to walk into the gym and that they're prepared to practice every day. And the little things matter. I think they're the foundational things if you're going to be successful. To come in and be passionate about what you're doing, be invested, be committed, be loyal. Those are all things that I think that are routinely discussed. And we're going to go hard, and I think that consistency is probably a lot of the consistency that we've had throughout our program. So those are probably the values that we preach about the most.